It's about 5 in the afternoon, and a lot of people have been asking, why haven't you built anything? What's the update on the building project? Well, listen, it's very hard to build in winter if you don't have a foundation. And we needed a building permit last year, and it's very hard in a small town to get a building permit because they go on vacation for months at a time. The people who are meant to give you these permits are not always in their office. So we opted instead to building the wall. Some of you guys who know this channel saw the building of the wall and you saw it installed, but for the people who haven't, I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of how the wall works. And why we built it this way is because we live actually in a end of town, I would say, but it's still in town limits. And out here, I don't want a bear coming into my yard. I don't want wild dogs coming into my yard. And this is not for the neighbors to stay out. This is more for the wild animals. Those are the frequently asked questions is, hey, what are you afraid of? Your neighbor's gonna come in and rob you or attack you? It's no, man, there's wild animals out here that we don't want coming into our yard. The future entrance to the house is going to be here, probably from that railroad tie to about one that's over there. And the reason is because I don't want to be using the neighbor's land to come into our plot, right? And I also want to make a big entrance so that in case trucks with material have to come in, they have a huge area to come in through. You know, I want a big gate. I want it to be rolling. I want it to open nicely and, you know, put a nice path to the inside for the garage. Yep. I have to clear this and then remove the mound. There's a huge mound of dirt here that I have to take off. I'm going to use this dirt to fill in some holes in the backyard. But that's the task of today. Take a look at this, guys, because the next time you see it, it's not going to look anything like this, because I want it to be drivable. I'm going to make this lower and a little bit more flat. So let's get on that. Next time you see it, it's going to be beautiful. One of the coolest things about this gate is its size. It's 6 meters and it's operated by this button here, but it could also be put for manual pushing it, right? And you can see it's not high speed, and because it is so big, it'll shake a little bit, but this gate always has to stay either fully open or fully closed. And now the sun comes in. It's beautiful. Come take a look at the wall from the other side. So I'll close the gate right now. You press the button, and we also have this door here in case you're just coming in. And you can come in through the door. The wall extends all the way to the end, and we ended up buying new land that didn't belong to us so that we can close the hole all the way with the diadushka at the end. Check it out. We picked this gray color, and it just looks better than having red or green. A lot of the neighbors have red or green, the same colors, and we like this deeper design. It looks much better than what other people have, in my opinion, but it's all the way to the end. And we're going to be putting this material on the top to take care of the metal sheet from the top. Now, to compare that gate and that wall with our old gate setup, it's pretty crazy how much we advanced. I went all in on the wall because a good property always has a good wall. And this is an old door that's left. The old wall was made by these railroad ties. You see that? And although they are, well, this one's not a railroad tie. This one over here is. And you see the condition of this wall. It was still working, but we don't need it anymore. When spring comes, we're gonna knock this down and take out all this piece of wood out. And we're gonna have a clean area, plant some trees here. The pile of wood that I'm standing on right now is remnants of the old work that we did. We did so much tearing down this year. We haven't owned this property even for a year yet. We bought this property last May, I think, and we had to break so many things down. This is what it looked like before. Another day, another beautiful task at hand. We have to cut the roof because our line goes through this building. So we're gonna cut the roof from this building, separate all of the foundation, bring it down. Then that way we can knock the rest of this building down. We're doing all of this in hopes that we can build our wall here so that people stop walking in, because there's been a lot of people just walking in at random. So it's the task of the day, bring part of this building down and eventually knock down this one. As you can see, Ksenia is going to walk you guys through, but we basically cut the roof down here and there's a hole now. We just have to cut the 4x4s on the other side and drop the wall. Go ahead and walk all the way and show them how we cut through. There it is, my friends. Clear blue sky.
We need continue clean inside the house. What we can finish, break our walls, and we need find person who can take all these rocks and put it in the trash.
Ksenia and I managed to clean all of this. We're gonna leave some of the stuff on the ground because, as you saw, Ksenia got cow poop up in her shoes. Now it's the fun part. Now we have to figure out how to knock this wall down. I don't think it's gonna be so hard because I already saw the weak point of this wall. Today, the last goals are knock these walls down. You know, how do you think the Aztecs built the pyramids? Okay, how do you think the Mayans built the pyramids? I know that destroying is not building, guys, but in my culture, when you want to make something new, you must destroy. And that's the difference between the Russian culture and the Mexican culture, is that we consider this building. There's no way you can build without destruction. All right, you guys saw 1, 2, 3 walls go down today. That's been awesome. Let's sit down and talk a little bit. Where I'm standing right now, it's going to be the middle of the future house. The reason why we're not building the house again yet is because we need to dig the foundation, and for that you need heavy equipment. I don't want to bring heavy equipment in the middle of winter because, first of all, the ground is a little bit harder than usual. It's frozen. You'll end up paying more. Also, there's still snow on the ground, and I want everything to be clean and accurate. Where I'm standing now is one of our best patches. This is where my wife planted her zucchini. She had some broccoli here. We had so much radish all over this plot. And this year we're going to be planting so much more potatoes. We've recently been making videos where we help people out with buying toilets, helping families to keep their children out of orphanages. And this year my plan is to plant way more potatoes than I need so that I could feed the people who actually need food in my town. We also been making videos about this, so you can check those things out. We have more than enough land and we're not going to be building on all of it. So it's good to just plant and feed people. The people who live in the apartments, they don't have enough money to buy land and plant their own food. So I'm basically going to start this year the food bank for our project.
We'll buy baby formula for this family. We'll buy some purees, some juices, cookie, and it's only for now because we will go and ask this family what else they need. But for first time, I think it will be enough. For now, we just wait government workers who will bring us to this family, introduce us, and we will talk with mother of the family and make sure if she health, everything fine. We will talk with them, and thanks everyone who make donation. It's really helpful people. It's all because of you.
That bag on the left is not for the refrigerator. We brought the basic things. Some mayonnaise, pieces of meat. Some milk is really important. So this baby is a boy and she has another child. I've got a full piece of chicken. And here you can see they have the macaronis, and we got them some potatoes. They should be able to cook something up for the week at least. They have a working stove. This used to be the softest ground in all of our land. It's absolutely frozen. I've seen people in the city of Irkutsk use a jackhammer to dig. Okay, this is as hard as concrete. So again, we're not building because we don't want to waste the money on a machine operator to dig into harder ground. We do get so much sun here. I'm going to show you the views here. We love this spot because of the sun. We get more sun than the majority of the town. Right now, these mountains behind me are blocking the sun for, I would say, almost 50% of town, but we still have sun here on our plot. The good thing about having this plot of land with this shack in the back is that we've actually been storing all of our things in there that we use and all of the things that we're going to be using, but that's going to be a future banya. We're going to be using the original foundation from that place and building a banya on top. Now it's time to show you the surrounding areas. These are the mountains that surround us. The beautiful sun shines. That's the marble quarry. In the future, our house is going to be facing the sunset and the quarry. It's nice and peaceful. And these are the mountains on the other side of our plot. Again, guys, this is a birch forest. These mountains get snow and they look absolutely beautiful. The sun rises, I've said it, towards this direction. That's where Lake Baikal is. Down this way, sun all day. And then as you're turning around, you get to see another beautiful hill filled with birch trees. There's actually an eagle flying up there. I don't know if Ksenia can zoom in on that or see it. There's an eagle flying on top of those pine trees. Look at that beautiful thing. It's incredible. We are so close to nature. They say that in Russia, the Russian people always lack a place to store the snow. I always see Russians shoveling snow into each other's front yards. But with so much land and owning your own land and building on your own land, you don't have to worry about that. By the time I have to shovel snow, I'll be shoveling snow against myself, moving it from side to side. And hopefully I get some kids to do the job for me when I'm older. You can see the snow is not so deep. It's about a shovel head high. And we haven't shoveled it, we haven't moved it all year. And it's just accumulated for a shovel head. It's not a lot. And so for all the people who were wondering if we're still building, yes, we're still planning to build. It's just we are waiting for this to melt. And once we get the foundation ready, we're going to be buying materials and slowly building our house. I decided that we're not going to be rushing into it. We're going to go step by step, making sure that we have the right tools, the right material, the right workers to help us, because a house should last you at least 50 years. After I'm dead, the next person can worry about it. But for me, I want to make sure that my wife is comfortable in the future house that we build here. And if you want to know how much land costs in Russia, I'm going to be going live later. If you got to this part of the video, I'm going to be making a live later today, showing you guys the prices for different regions. I like making those kinds of videos because you guys enjoy seeing what you could afford, where you would move. So make sure you tune in to the live that we're going to make later, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, bye.